Last thing before we wrap, and there's really no way to segue into this, so I'm just going to read it. So Zion Williamson's alleged stalker reportedly assaulted a romantic rival inside his home, hitting her with keys, tearing off her nails, and threatening her. Apparently, she egged the home before she messaged the girl directly on Instagram saying, "Don't worry, it's going to be your head next when I drop this baby. Count your days." Smiley face emoji. Whole time the said stalker is actually Zion's baby mama. So just Mase, thoughts on this off the court situation? Have you ever been in a situation like this? Is there any sort of advice you could give?
What's a romantic rival?
Like the other shawty that he with.
Okay. I like
that's
the way
like
you put
the corporate,
that. Like,
the corporate term.
Romantic rival.
His main.
Oh, man. She egged the house. She stripped the nails off. She beat her with keys.
Allegedly.
She needs to go to jail. For real. I don't know if you can have a baby in jail. Can you have a baby in jail?
Yeah, I think you can.
Yeah. Well, then after she have the baby, she need to turn herself in. You can't be beating people with keys, scratching people's face up because you don't like the fact that they're dating your man. Your man chose them. In fact, it's not your man. It used to be your man. People gotta learn to move on. People don't handle rejection well. This is sad, but this is definitely a reason to get Zion out of New Orleans. Right now, he gotta go. If I'm the GM and all of this is going on, she gotta turn herself in after she had a baby, and Zion gotta get out of New Orleans. And nothing good came from him going to New Orleans. He didn't want to go there. They forced him to be there. All of this went bad. He never got his diet right. It's just time. Killer. What you gotta say about this?
Zion hitting everything but the floor, man. And everything but the court, my nigga.
Is this the porn star or this a different one?
This is somebody else.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I said. The nigga hitting everything but the floor, man. That's what I was saying. My opinion, that nigga hot, man. That nigga's hot for them hoes, my nigga. And to know what's cool about Zion with the hoes? He don't be saying nothing. He's always be going crazy over Zion. Pause. He got a little, he liked the strippers, he liked the porn stars, he liked the crazy bitches. So, like I said, he hitting everything but the motherfucking court. I ain't mad at him, but get on the floor. We talk about more about the stalkers lately, the last year or so, and the porn stars and the strippers and the babies than him actually being on the court. Has this ever happened to me, Stat?
Yeah.
Is that what you're asking? It's never happened to where two females have. I've never been in a situation where I had two females fighting over me at the same time. I mean, maybe arguments on the phone with each other, but never to this place because you gotta move right. You can't be letting your chicks, if you know they crazy, go to the hotel. Or if you know that you got potential of somebody possibly popping up on you, don't be there. You got to move a little bit differently. Now, I know I had situations where I had potential of girls popping up or pulling up somewhere, and you can't put yourself in that situation. But I've never had it to where two girls are actually in the same place fighting over me. Have girls fought me? Yes. Has girls hit me and threw things and shit at me? Yes. And you can't do nothing about it. You got to eat it. You got to be like, all right, stop. So yes, that's actually had females fighting me and I didn't fight back. I'm just saying, let's be clear on that. For people use that as the next thing. The next soundbite is Cam out here fighting bitches. No.
Yeah.
But I've been assaulted. I've been assaulted before on several occasions, but never two females.
So I actually have
actually going at it.
follow-up question.
And I'm gonna say pause for you, Killer. I know you didn't mean it, but why are you looking at me like that?
I had a follow-up question, but what was you about to say? Like, 'cause I didn't hear what you heard.
Nothing. It is not working.
Like, we here.
Yeah, you might as well. You can say pause, Mase. I got bars on standby if you want to start. Go ahead.
Killer, but you just said you just said I had to eat it, but and I just said stop. But we're gonna move on from that. We're gonna move on, Cam. We're just gonna move on. We're just gonna move on.
What I'm saying is, I'll go to court on that too because we're talking about females. I think they're reaching again, okay. But I'm willing to go to court if you want. I'll take it to court. If we're talking about a female, and then I say I had to eat it, and I'm talking about a girl. I don't know where your brain is at thinking about something else when we're talking about female stalkers. I have to question you at this point.
We can take that to court.
I'll definitely go to court. If I lose in court, then I lose in court.
Okay. So
I'll
quick follow-up question.
Yeah, Zion can't be having women at his house. He can't be trying to live with 3 different women at his house. New girl, new house. You can't bring them all to the same house.
Yeah.
I mean, if he's trying to be a player, he definitely gotta.
It's like
it's a new house.
Technically, you can because it's his money. I'm not condoning that. I'm just saying.
But how does she get in the house? Don't you supposed to have a gated community? She
probably had the key. Her name probably on the list.
That's what I have to agree with Mase. If you know that,
you gotta tell the people at the front gate.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying.
And another thing, you can't. A girl shouldn't think she's your girl. Like you gotta tell, like you're not my girl. You gotta set her straight. So when she do get crazy, you could say, "You knew you wasn't my girl." You gotta be smooth enough to at least let her know that.
Well, Mase, let me say this to you real quick, right? Because I was in a situation, and I'm that type of nigga. I'm that type of nigga. But let me tell you what happened to me. Damn, maybe 20 years ago now, if not longer. Maybe a little longer than 20 years ago. To where I was kind of in the middle of breaking up with the female that I was with at the time, but I had somebody that I was dealing with in the middle of the breakup. So, we'll just use a side piece for a lack of a better term, because I wouldn't consider a side piece, but I had a girlfriend that I was still basically dealing with full time, but mentally I was out of it. So, Murder, like you said, I'm transparent. Yo, listen, shorty, I don't know who you talking to, but you're not my girl, yo. You're not my girl. And what she told me, Murder, made me really just question the whole shit. Because she said, "You stupid motherfucker, you don't even know I am your girl." I said, "What are you talking about? Shit, you come over here 3-4 times a night. You spend the night, I'm cooking and cleaning, you're looking happy when you leave here. When you come here, you're mad. You leave happy. You don't even know I am your girlfriend, you stupid ass nigga." I said, "Shit, this motherfucker, you always over here telling me about your girl, how she ain't doing this, that, and the third. You don't even realize it.
That's why you over here."
Yeah, so but you may verbally tell them what you just said, because I've done it, but mentally they're like, whatever, you don't even know.
Now, in that case, she's right. In that case, she is right. Yeah, she's like, this way you're getting your energy from, this way you're getting your food from, this. You got your games are over here. You don't even play your games over there.
Right.
Nintendo is over here.
Exactly.
Xbox is over here.
But what do you say and I'm asking you because this happened to me, and I had to question the whole shit to where you like, when it happened to me, I'm like, you know what, I ain't fucking coming back over here. I am over here too much, this and that third. But then you end up 2-3 weeks back over there.
Back over there.
Yeah, so what do you say when you verbally telling somebody that, but you're not realizing mentally what's going on?
Then you got to accept the house being egged. Because you're not being real with yourself. And she's doing this to remind you you're not being real with yourself.
Right, exactly.
Keep it real with yourself, Stat.
That's the quote. I just had to comment on that real quick because I know you're saying they should tell the girl, but like most of the time the man's not going to tell the girl because they don't want to give up their options. Like, why would I tell the girl you're not my girl if I'm messing with you on the low and you have another girl? Like, why would I say that to lose that access? Like, guys, just at least this generation, they ain't going to say that. So you're saying be honest. That ain't happening. Why would I be honest?
Most times you'll learn that women can handle the truth if you tell it to them.
They'll tell you they can handle the truth, but they don't, which is probably why his house got egged.
Yeah.
You my girl, you my baby mama. It's always gonna be us. I just gotta figure some things out real quick. You pull up Shawty over at the crib, she egged the house.
You with the egging it?
I'm not with that.
You sound like you're with the egging.
Other people's property, but it's just like a lot of things clearly aren't being said.
The thing that I don't understand, to your point, Stat, and I agree that sometimes they mentality, but the thing I just don't understand, and I'm just asking Mase as a celebrity, and not to where he's at today. I'm talking about 97, 98 Mase or whatever. And you have the technology that these people have today, which we didn't have. It is too many options for that nonsense. I wish I did have an Instagram and be Zion or one of these people. Like, I'm not lying to you. You see my DMs? Hello. Look at this. I can imagine if this technology was out in 1996, 7, 8, and I'm just giving scenarios, Mase would probably have, and I'm not exaggerating, probably have 62 million followers, and his DMs would probably be ridiculously flooded to where if you can't handle it, it is a list of people who can handle it.
Words of advice.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, you gotta tell her that, I'm gonna duck 90%. 10 may make it through. If you're talking about 98, I'd tell her, I wouldn't say 90. I would say probably, I'm gonna try to duck 70. I'm gonna try to duck 70. 30 is gonna make it through. And you just understand that. Because if you tell her that from the jump, you can't block all the punches.
Yeah.
Pause. Some punches will make it through.
Yeah. And it results.
Yeah. Listen, let me tell you something. And this is somebody older than us that was part of our show. I'm talking about Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin sit here and say and admit on our show, and I said him on other shows as well. I brought my wife's family off so when she get out of line, they can straighten her out because she know what I'm going to do. He didn't say that's what he used to do. He says that's what he does, meaning it possibly still could be going on. And if that's what you're doing, that means that the female understands once in a while he gonna slip up.
I don't know, y'all. I hope they figure it out. They got a lot going on. Y'all gave great advice.
Stat, do you think women slip up?
Yes.
So why is it so hard? Why is it so far-fetched?
What? Nothing's far-fetched. I just don't think that she should be going and threatening if he's with a current girl, I just don't think that should have even been, she should have never been in the middle of that where she's getting hit, where you know what I'm saying? That's where it's like, okay, this is a lot going on. But again, hope y'all figure it out because...
Stat, you said you had a follow-up question. What was that question?
Yeah.
Oh, basically, yeah. So my follow-up question, I was just going to ask y'all, because you were saying you've never had two girls fighting over you, and I had an off, camera conversation, and I won't say his name because I don't want to I don't know.
Yeah.
But he was saying, I would never let a side girl hit my main, like do anything that's gonna affect your main girl, like argument, sliding her DMs, threatening her, like that just wouldn't happen. And I feel like new generation versus old generation, maybe it's a different thing where like women now will come to another girl as a woman, but like men back then used to stop that. And now I feel like they won't. It's like, that's not really my business. They can handle it themselves.
They can handle it themselves.
Yeah. Does that make sense? Like you, basically you would not let anybody threaten, get in the way of your girl that you claim.
Yeah, it's like realistically, you can't expect monogamy from a player. That's just simple. It's just common sense. Just if this guy is not even, that's the way I think. If a guy is not even trying to do something like in that vein, like whether he's Muslim, I don't know, Muslim or whatever his faith is, if he doesn't like strongly go that way, because even that's not perfect. But if a person is not in that direction, I wouldn't even expect that. It's like he's not saying he wants that. So why are you expecting that?
Right.
And it seems like people they just have the wrong expectations. Like if you with a chick and she's like, you know, showing everything, then she want people to see it. So she's probably sharing it.
If she continues to show everything?
Yeah, why are you surprised? So the same way with a guy, if he's a player, he's a smooth nigga. He's 9 times out of 10, he's a smooth nigga.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? You just understand that.
Yeah. And then Cam, what do you think before you rap? Like,
look, I'll give you a great example, right? And this is a super duper great example. And I don't know what happens behind the scenes or anything else, but you could just use Usher for an example. Usher has a girlfriend. He's out putting cherries in bitches' mouth every night. Every night he's in some bitch face, gazing in her eyes, putting cherries in her mouth and whatever else. And he go home to his girlfriend. As of late, but then at the same time, you have to be really secure as a girlfriend to be like, bitches is on my nigga dicks. Now you got to think about this too. A comedian said this, and God bless. I watch a lot of his shit. I think I used one of his phrases on the show before. God bless the dead Patrice O'Neal, and what he said one time was that he used a figure of speech, but he's like, he has a girl that he's fucking with, but he still be at the club around girls, and his girl be like, why you still around all them girls? And he said, I got to show you that I attract bitches to keep you in check. Because if you think I still can't get bitches, then you may go off and think that you could do whatever you want to do because you think I fell off. So sometimes you're going to smell the scent of bitches on me to let you know I can still get bitches. And that's why I used. Yeah, you gotta still know that they want me, and that's why I kind of use Usher with that same scenario. Don't think it ain't stadiums of bitches out here every night waiting for me to put cherries and anything else in their mouth.
This is.
Lovely lessons.
This is horrible advice, but it's great.
Nah, just like, scars me for any future relationship.
Status over here, killer like this.
Yo, because you got to think about this, right? And I'm not saying stat. I'm not saying stat. I'm gonna give you another example. And I'm not gonna say no names.
Yeah,
because it's kind of somebody I know. It's like. Trying to think about how this without niggas, whatever. All right, if niggas find out, whatever. It's somebody I know, super duper star status at one time. And then he wasn't a superstar anymore. And not just not being a superstar, he was kind of just falling in the hole of just, I don't want to use the word depression, or I don't know what the word is, but he just wasn't that nigga. Yeah, that's a great word, Stat. He fell in a rut, not just because he wasn't a superstar anymore, but then his lifestyle fell in a rut. And I remember his girlfriend being like, yo, this is so-and-so, man. What's going on with him? And I'm like, he like you said, word, he a little right now. Be like, nah, but he got to remember who he is. He not remembering who he is. And I'm like, yeah, I dig it. So now, moving on, niggas curved. Because niggas wasn't the nigga that they met.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, nah, I ain't signed up for this. I signed up for this nigga. And now he not being this nigga. I gotta go.
Scary world out here. Good luck to everybody. I don't know what else to add.
You egging it on, Stat. You egging it on, literally.
You said ask the question, so I asked it. I was like, I wanted to know. But that is all the time that we have for today. Thank y'all for watching. And as always, it is what it is.